Life can be pretty tough. From having to experience mental and physical struggles, to worrying about deadlines and due dates, to even working, everything can be a struggle. If we were taught more about how to combat these tensions or more about what's in store in the future in school, it would be much easier to progress in the future. But sadly, most schools do not have this education program, and there's so much information and misinformation out there. The past few years have not made it any easier. Numerous news reports and studies have illustrated the declining mental and physical health of students and adults. Suicide rates are constantly increasing, and we find that more and more people are developing anxiety disorders and depression. In fact, over half of the American population is stressed during the day. Furthermore, both through a survey that we created and through situations that have occurred in our local communities, it is clear that students need both physical and mental health support. While there are some applications that try to relieve stress and mental tension, there's truly not one app that'll work for everyone. And this is where Rise comes in. Unlike other apps, our app, Rise, brings physical and mental health support solutions in one central application. From a calendar to keep track of deadlines and due dates, to an activities page to relax and relieve tension, to even a support page for health contacts, Rise has something available for anyone and everyone. So let's see what our app actually offers.
After Rise is opened, the user is greeted to a home screen with an array of cards, general information, a summary of your agenda, recommended activities, and special alerts will be displayed here. In the Learn section, the user will be able to explore health-related topics under a series of categories. Under each category is a series of subcategories. Each subcategory will lead to simple information pages about that topic. Citations are included on each respective page. The Agenda section features an automatic agenda creation algorithm. By adding a series of events and tasks, the application will automatically generate an agenda for the user. To add an event or task, click the respective button on the agenda screen, fill out the required information, and click Save. The Activities section includes a series of relaxation and regenerative activities aimed at supporting the mental and physical health of the user. By clicking an activity, the user is able to view any related information to the activity. Finally, the Support section provides quick access to organizational phone numbers for emergency needs. During application development, one of the most difficult features was the agenda. The agenda required over 3 weeks of development time and hundreds of lines of code. In addition, the data from the agenda had to be stored locally on the device using the Room API, an interface our group had never used before. Personally, it was very difficult for us to implement. We had to switch from the Room API's documentation to independent tutorials to online forums in order to properly implement Room. Finally, we also had some difficulties finding times that our team would be available in order to meet and work on our application.
We realized that our team had the final best solution when we came to the conclusion that there was no other app that had the features of our app. Throughout our communities and schools, we noticed an increase in violence and a decrease in mental health. Apps that we looked at during the initial stage of the project, although beneficial, only assisted with specific health-related needs such as a specific mental illness or a specific health-related activity. As we designed our solution, we realized that a general physical mental health application for all groups of people would be our best solution.
While our team had only 4 members, we were able to demonstrate diversity and inclusivity in multiple ways. We all came from many different backgrounds and ethnicities, and even grade levels. In terms of coding experience, some of us were very advanced, while others were intermediate and beginners. Even with different skill levels, we all came together to create an app for everyone.
In our app, we made everything user-friendly to ensure it's accessible for anyone and everyone to use freely. It's not limited to someone particularly struggling with their mental health, but for everyone regardless of how they feel. Throughout our journey of working together on this app, we have not only learned so much about developing an application that the community needs, but we've also learned about each other in the development process.